hope that you're doing well. Hope that you're feeling well. Also, let us know how you're feeling in those comments. Let us know if you're doing good, if you're having a good day. What was something that you loved about your day today? Roses and thorns is another word for it. Like a highlight of your day and something that you wish could have gone better. But I like to highlight what you actually enjoyed in your day.
Yes.
I remember somebody once said, was it a bad day or was it a bad 15 minutes? And sometimes like we just need to think like, was it really a bad day or did we just have a bad moment? So that we are able to live in the moment and enjoy the rest of our days. But I do hope that you are having a good day, that you're in good spirits, that you're in good health. And if you're not, I hope by the end of this video that you at least feel a little bit better, or if not a lot better, and that we will continue to grow and thrive and be a community here at the Made Wonderfully podcast. Yes. I am one of the hosts of the podcast. I am Aaliyah Renee.
And I am Kenia.
And welcome to the show today. Yes, how are you doing, sister?
Baby, I feel amazing.
That's
I feel
good.
well. I'm just happy to be here. Happy to
Yes.
be with you.
Yes.
Happy to be with you too.
Yes.
And yes, I'm just ready to get it started like always, of course.
Yes, okay, that's good. I'm glad that you're doing good, you're feeling good, and you're ready to get today's topic started.
Yes.
Before we jump in, I do want to ask a prompt for you all to leave the answer to in the comment section. We will leave our responses as well. And I will, I'll actually right here, right now, but we can also have a written version in the comments. But we do want to get this conversation started with you all. The prompt for today that I would like to start off this episode with is, it was this video that Speedy Mormon, shout out to Speedy, posted, and it was about if you had the chance to do something over, would you choose it? And he said, like, he always thinks it's funny when people say they live their lives, they would do it all over again. He said, not him. He said, if he had the opportunity, there are definitely things that he would change and he would unmeet. He said, if I could unmeet some people, I would unmeet some people, y'all. So I wanted to ask you all, is there anything in life, your life so far, that you regret or you wish you could do over? So I'll prompt you with that.
Yes, for sure. See, it's like a 50-50 thing. I wish that back in the day, I paid more attention to myself, like give myself more love, more self-love, instead of trying to find validation in the wrong hands to receive it. However, I wouldn't regret it because like I have my baby girl, low key, like you know, like I've gone through relationships that I regret, but I found myself like different characteristics that I was like, I'm gonna need to change this anyway to be better. And no, I wouldn't change the fact that I have my baby girl. Like, you know, without her, I won't even see a better version of myself, honestly. What about you?
Shout out to Zen.
Yeah.
So I used to say this in my past. I would say, no, I don't have any regrets in life, because if I didn't make those decisions, if I didn't make those life lessons, I wouldn't be who I am now. However, at this point in time, it's not that it's a regret, but if given the opportunity to know what I know now, I would definitely do some things differently. For sure. There were definitely opportunities that I didn't feel confident in, and I just, because I didn't feel confident within myself, just passed on those opportunities because I felt like, oh no, what if I'm not ready? And it's just like the opportunity presented itself because God probably thought that I was ready, but I didn't feel confident, so I just let those opportunities go by. And sometimes I look back at like certain emails and things, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is a great opportunity. And it's like me now, like, hell yeah, I would jump on that. But me then was just very insecure in a lot of areas and just wasn't confident. It didn't have the levels of confidence I have now and the level of security I have right now. So there are those things that I would do over. I would definitely listen. Not that I disobeyed my mom at all. Mom, if you're watching, I was obedient girl. However, I now understand certain things that she said, like, oh, you're young, you shouldn't date, like when I was 17.
Yeah, I get it.
And like at 17, you just think like, you think you lived your whole life and you're not thinking that you have so much life ahead of you. And yeah, you start dating and you get distracted young, and it's just like certain things like that. I wish I can be like, you know what, maybe no, just no.
This isn't for me.
Yeah, only because it became a bit of a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to get my my life back in track, and I still graduated high school with honors.
Mm-hmm.
However, it was, again, like we talked about in the previous episodes, it took time that I had to now, in the middle of trying to get an advanced regents diploma and take all my regents and take all my tests and pass and have classes where I'm getting A's and B's, and the lowest I think I had on the report card was a C.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, that C was because I was just not as focused as I should have been. And I just look at those moments and I think like I had to then take time to rebuild my heart and fix everything. The good thing that came out of that, again, I think we talked about it in season 1, that was the first time I realized I had daddy issues, because up until then I thought I was fine, that my dad wasn't in my life, until like I got my first glimpse of dating someone, and I was just like, oh, you are triggering me, you are triggering me.
These things are popping up and I don't know how to handle
it. Yes. So but definitely knowing what I know now, I would definitely do certain things different.
Mm-hmm.
If I can unmeet some people and I still get to keep my knowledge and I still get to keep the life lessons I learned, heck yeah.
Only if you get to keep the knowledge, yes.
If I get to keep the knowledge, oh yeah, I would quickly unmeet some people, because it's like I still got to learn the lesson without having to go through the pain of it. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'll be so farther advanced. Oh yeah, I would definitely unmeet some people. Oh, for sure. Unmeet. Because like for sure, I would even unmeet certain things I did within myself. Unmeet different versions of myself.
Oh my God, yes. If I could sit down and oh, that's actually a good question. Go ahead. I'll ask you after.
Okay, yeah, but I would definitely just change certain things if given the opportunity, for sure. What about you all? Is there anything that you would change that has happened in your life, and you get to keep the amount of knowledge that you have now without having to go through the pain it took you to get that knowledge? Would you do a Uno reverse?
Not the Uno reverse. I like that too. Yes. Oh, so
what's the question you wanted to ask me? Was that after?
It was after, but
okay.
Don't worry. I'll ask you
after. Okay, so yes. So today's topic, with that being said, is called Grace and Mercy. Your grace and mercy brought me through. If you know, you know. I love that song. But yes, we are going to be talking about grace and mercy. About times we had to extend grace and mercy, or times that we should have extended grace and mercy to a person. Mm-hmm. So for me, the person I should have extended grace and mercy to would be myself.
Amen.
For me, with everything I have been through, it is easier for me to forgive and let go of hurt that people have done to me. Mm-hmm. It is not as easy for me to forgive myself for allowing those people into my life to do the things that hurt me. So for me, it's about allowing myself to have grace for myself in those moments. Mm-hmm. Because with me, I can admit that I will replay a situation that has happened to me again and again and again, trying to pinpoint where I messed up, where I specifically at the particular second that I went wrong, so that I don't become victim to making the same choices and the same life lessons again in the future. I want to only go through certain things one time. Sadly, I've been through certain things more than once, but your girl didn't learn. But with that being said, I would go through all of these different scenarios of every single thing or every single person that has hurt me, and I'm not even looking at them. Like when it comes to them, it's just like I'm not even looking at them, I'm looking at me. Where did I go wrong? I feel to allow this to happen, and why did I keep allowing it to happen? And I become, and like to an extent it's good to like definitely learn from your past, but I think I go a little bit overboard because I keep replaying it and trying to understand like where could I have gone different. But the thing is, it's past. it happened.
And I feel like the more you keep thinking about it, you keep inviting them same situations to replay in actual, like in your reality.
Yeah.
Like you keep thinking like, okay, this happened, that was that red flag right there. I need to make sure I bookmark that so that it won't happen again.
Yeah.
But I feel like the more we keep playing those scenes, we're literally putting a projector in our real world right now to let it happen again with just a different situation. And it's a little scary.
Yeah. Yeah, and I would even add to that in those moments you become a prisoner to your own thoughts, into your own mind, into your past. And I feel like, to go back to what you're saying, it's like you're like, for me it would be like I'm tying myself to that old version of myself, and what I need to do is honestly sever that version of who I was to now who I am, because they are two completely different people. So I had to learn to really truly forgive myself, because I will have so much resentment towards myself. I'll be so angry at myself because I'm like, you let them hurt you, you know, you let them do this, like you. It's like, yes, I still hold them accountable for their own actions, but it's just like that's up to them and God to deal with their own actions. All I can deal with is my own actions. So then that's where it comes, where I become very hard on myself and very prudent on myself. And I punish myself in the worst way. And it's like, girl, give yourself some grace. You already done got your feelings and your heart trampled on by all these people. Now it's like you're beating up on yourself even more. And it's like, right now what you need to do is love on yourself. Just show yourself some grace and forgive yourself. And I was saying that before filming this on June 1st, I was at service virtually, Change Church. I was at service, and the pastor, I watched the 2:30 service, and I don't know, like, he literally paused and said, God just told me to like say this. He said to say this prayer right now. He said, I want everybody to say this prayer. God, please help me to forgive myself. And when he said that, I just started
called on to you.
Yeah, I just started to bawl out crying, because in that very moment, that's exactly what I needed, because I noticed like the real person that really needs the grace and mercy from like everything I've been through is myself. I think I'm pretty understanding. I'm pretty able to understand like, oh, this person did X, Y, and Z because they are depleted in X, Y, and Z areas, and then as a result for X, Y, and Z they did this, that, and the third to me, and I'm able to understand that and give them grace and mercy, but I'm not able to give myself that,
and that's wrong,
and that's not right either. So that is something that I'm currently learning and growing with. And I can say this past week, because that survey just happened last Sunday, I can say within the past week I haven't been replaying situations in my head, so that feels good, because it's like, oof, I'm finally like letting go and severing those on my past, because that is something that I like literally struggle with in present day, except for this week, thank God, of not replaying those old situations. But like literally I'll be a prisoner in my brain, because I would be replaying something that happened years ago that I forgave them a long time ago, but yet I'm not even forgiving myself for being a participant in that situation. And it's just like I had more grace and mercy for the person that did me wrong than my own self. And so I'm glad that like that Sunday, like I felt like a version of myself healing. And when I said that prayer, when I asked God to help me forgive myself and just help me to grow and move forward. And I just feel good things are on the way. Blessings are on the way. And I want to say that to everybody who's watching it. Good things are on the way. Blessings are on the way. But we got to push through. We got to move forward. We need to show grace and mercy to others, but as well as ourselves. Because sometimes I think when we hear the word grace and mercy, it's always about the another individual, but it's never about showing it to ourselves as well.
That's so true.
Yeah.
An exercise that I was using was, if I do end up replaying a moment in my head, I really do pause and take a second, and I literally thank myself. I'll be like, Kennia, thank you so, like that version of myself, thank you for holding that space. Thank you for handling that, because today I won't be able to handle that. Like, you held it down. if you went through something, if you guys went through something and you played things in your head like normally I would, really thank yourself. This sounds so weird. Or give yourself a hug. I know that sounds so weird too, but literally like talk to yourself and hug yourself and thank God too. Like, God and myself, thank you so much for going through that situation. You didn't have to, and I'm so sorry I let you go through that. But I'm so sorry that but I'm doing better today for you. I think that version needs to hear it sometimes too. Like, I am no longer there, and it's okay. I'm holding space now for us to get better. But thank you so much and I'm sorry, but thank you so much. But that is not the version of me anymore, and I don't have to continue replaying it anymore. So I generally sometimes just pause. I do see where I go wrong, and I'm like, all right, okay, but I know that I'm better. I'm getting better. I don't want to keep replaying this because I don't want this to happen again in my life. In the same situation or on the same person. But I thank you so much, Kennia. Like, you held that. You didn't have to, but you did. Thank you so much. I got it from here, girl. Okay, I'm carrying us better, girl. Like, we are okay. And speaking of giving grace, I would have to say, as a parent, there were times where I just feel like I wasn't able to give grace and mercy. Like, being a parent, I guess to the other parent as well. And I started to learn that, okay, this is our first rodeo too. Like he is also the first time parent, and sometimes he may not agree with what I have to say, or I might not agree with what he has to say. But I literally have to give grace and mercy not only to myself, but for the child as well, because my main priority is the child. I don't want her to be in the middle. So I'm always praying over her and making sure that she is heard, she is understood, and she doesn't have the big size. So I am giving grace into trying to be the better co-parent and hoping that it, like, you know, it's the same on the other end. But like, there is so much grace I give, because I just sometimes say, okay, breathe, try your best, but I can only handle my part of parenting. I can only do my part, and it's okay. That's where I give a little grace and mercy, girl. Yeah,
you can only do what you can do. But like, I love that you said that you are extending, you know, grace to your child's other parent. Because like, that is definitely needed, because if you are both first-time parents and this is the first time you had to do it, there is no rule book, there is no guidebook on how to do it. And I feel like you both are navigating it the very best that you can. And I'm proud of you both. You have an amazing child. And she has a very great and stable life that you both were able to provide her with. And I think it's because you both were able to be mature in the situation and extend grace and mercy to each other.
Yes.
Yes, so you can also list in the comment a time that you had to extend grace and mercy to someone, or you either wish you had extended grace and mercy, or that you wish somebody would have extended grace and mercy to you, or even if it's yourself and you got to place yourself under arrest because you're not giving yourself enough grace and mercy, like me.
Come on.
Yes. So you can also list that in a comment, and we can all converse in there and meet in there and have a little party in the comment section below. So I just want to say this was an amazing season, guys. An amazing season. So I want to say thank you to Kennia.
Thank you to Aaliyah Benet
for being on this journey with me and being on this journey with us as we all grow. I want to say thank you to the Most High God, my father, my dad. Got the best dad in the world. And I just want to say thank you for being with us as we continue to grow and we continue to make and create episodes. But this is an official wrap on season 2. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you liked it. Definitely leave comments. Let us know what you would like to hear in season 3.
Yes, leave some suggestions down below.
Yes, leave what you want us to talk about, what you want us to discuss. If there was something you wanted us to elaborate on more, just let us know. We'll be more than happy to touch base on those topics and to just elaborate on anything that you may needed more clarity on, or that you wanted to dive a little deeper on. We'll be more than happy to do those with you. And we really just, again, about community and just keep on growing together. Thank you all for an amazing season and joining us. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe Also, if you have completed season 2, go back and watch season 1. If you haven't watched it, this is your first time seeing us, watch the other episodes of season 2 if you like. Or if you have already watched all the episodes of season 2 and you've seen season 1 at the beginning of the year, if you want to play it as a whole movie, play it straight through. Let's heal together. Take your time. If you want to journal with us, take some notes, and have some alone time and think about those prompts, and just think about anything that we may have said that may have sparked something in you that is going to inspire you and push you towards growing as well. Until next time, God's willing, we will see you for season 3. Have a good one.
I love you guys.